Donald Trump Jr. loves hunting. Loves hunting. I don't understand hunting. I don't understand the sport of killing something for fun. I don't get it. I understand having to kill for survival, for food. I understand that. But to do it for fun, I don't get it. But Donald Trump Jr. loves it.
The Trump sons became targets themselves earlier this year after photographs of their big game kill surfaced online, just as hunting claimed the life of Africa's famous Cecil the lion, a controversy the brothers dismiss.
When you look at the amount of money generated by conservationists, about the amount of land that's put aside to save these kind of the habitat for those animals, all of that's driven by hunters. I mean, starting back in the days of Theodore Roosevelt, who was the original guy setting aside federal lands for that purpose. All of those guys were big hunters.
That's a big hero of yours, Teddy.
Huge. Another brash New Yorker, right? So perhaps we're the reboot of that. But these are all things.
Yeah, he's the reboot of Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, I mean, it's just so upsetting seeing these beautiful creatures just killed senselessly for no reason other than because these unathletic, rich idiots decide they want to have some fun. And for some reason, killing these noble creatures to them is their idea of a good time. It's actually hard to look at. And it might have gotten Donald Trump Jr. in some criminal trouble because he took his murder roadshow to Italy, where he accidentally shot an animal that is protected by the country. Donald Trump accused of hunting protected duck in Italy. It's a crime. Donald Trump Jr., President Trump's adult son, and a group he was with have been accused of hunting a protected duck in Italy. Andrea Zanoni, an Italian politician, said in a post on Facebook this week that he observed a video from the Venetian lagoon in which Trump Jr., as part of a recent hunt, pointed to a deceased duck among a pile of others. Quote, the videos show some people, including Donald Trump Jr., killing several ducks. Quote, only residents of one of the Italian regions can hunt in Italy because you need to have a hunting card, which is issued by law by the region of residence of the applicant. The bird in question is a ruddy shell duck, a very rare duck in all of Europe. It's not known if Trump himself or another person killed a protected duck. In the video clip reviewed by New York Times, Trump, an avid game hunter, hid among tall grasses beside a pile of dead ducks. Quote, this is a rather uncommon duck in the area, he said in the video, pointing to the copper-colored dead bird next to him. Not even sure what it is in English. Wow, really, really great guy. The ruddy shell duck, or Tardarni, I'm not saying that, is also known in India as the Brahmini duck, according to The Guardian, which reports the bird's winters in southern Asia but breeds in Europe. It is not considered endangered, but it's protected by both European Union and Italy. It is morally despicable. This is the important part. Another Italian lawmaker said, according to the Times, and it's a crime. In his post, said the killing of or detention of the ruddy shell duck is criminally sanctioned, and therefore, according to Italian law, it constitutes precise crime of the judiciary's competence. I don't know. Maybe Italy can do what we seem to be unable to do, which is give consequences to politicians and billionaires. We seem incapable of doing that in the United States, unless, of course, you're a Democrat, because Mayor Adams in New York City is still facing criminal charges, and Senator Menendez in New Jersey, the gold-barred senator, is going to go to prison for 12 years. Unless, of course, Donald Trump pardons him. I don't see that happening. So maybe Italy will actually hold someone accountable. I'm going to hold my breath on that. Let's just watch a little bit of this video.
An Italian lawmaker filed a legal complaint against Donald Trump Jr. and his hunting party for allegedly hunting without a license in Venice, Italy.
They said this is actually a rather uncommon duck for the area. Not even sure what it is in English, but incredible shoot.
Questions are also being raised about the shooting of a rare duck. A spokesperson for Trump Jr. said it's not clear if someone in Trump's group or another group shot the duck. This video was briefly published to the website of Field Ethos, a company co-founded by Trump Jr. that promotes outdoor activities, including hunting. The clip is no longer on the site. A spokesperson for Donald Trump Jr. said, quote, Don and his group had all the proper permits and were hunting in a legally allowed area where there were countless other hunting groups present. The incident is expected to be investigated, according to a parliamentary spokesperson. Trump Jr. plans to cooperate with the probe, his spokesperson said.
Investigate it. I doubt they had permits, and I doubt that they were in an area where they could hunt, because these are the Trumps. And so if they could do something illegal, they would. And if they're saying they didn't do something, then they likely did. So I don't know, maybe Italy will hold them accountable. They're investigating it. And it's at least nice to know that investigations against Trumps can still happen.
Did you know that countless commercial databases and people search sites are storing your personal information? Anyone, from an employer to a former partner, can use these platforms to get details about your online presence, your home address, phone number, email, license plate, family members, financial information, even political views. Europe has laws that offer some protection, but in the US, the data is widely accessible. Even the FBI will buy this information from companies to spy on people without a search warrant. Our sponsor, Incogni, provides a solution. It takes just seconds to sign up, and Incogni will send removal requests to all of the major data brokers, legally compelling them to get rid of your data. Incogni keeps you informed throughout the process. You'll get real-time updates, who has complied, which ones are still pending. They'll handle follow-ups, they'll handle appeals on your behalf, and this will save you hundreds of hours. Very few people have the time or resources to do this on their own. This service can also reduce the number of spam calls and emails you get, since many solicitors and scammers get your information from these very same sources. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 60% off. The link is below.